Hello everyone, Coors Den here. My faithful companion, Stefan, visiting from the great state of Michigan. He can't be seen because you're hiding off camera. Alright, so Stefan is we got about 40 pounds of Boston butt here, the shoulder of a pig. And what we're going to do is we're going to get these ready to smoke. He's already washed them off and patted them dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk him through it. He's going to do it. And we're going to first start off with the application. Alright, so basically we're going to use mustard to keep the spices on the meat for the duration of the smoke. Get these out of the way here. Yeah, these work. Yep. We're gonna have to throw that bottle out now that it's touched pork. It's fine, we're gonna end up using the whole thing anyway. So tonight, guys, we're gonna be doing 40 pounds of pork shoulder. And then we have 8 sets of St. Louis style ribs we're going to be doing as well. We're going to be working throughout the night. Stefan's going to take a siesta, and after we get everything up to temperature, you guys can't see it right now, but over here our Weber is in the background, but our Oklahoma Joe is over here. I actually need to throw some more pecan wood on it. We had some technical difficulties today, and we were not able to show the brisket that we got on board, but we can show it later on when we open this thing up to put the butts in. Right now I'm just using some pecan wood and some cherry wood. Lighter woods are pretty good for pork products and beef. If you're just doing beef, you might want to go with something with maybe like an oak or a hickory. Go ahead and swap the camera out here. There we go. Sorry folks, I had the wrong camera up. So we're going to coat all sides with the mustard. Now here's the thing about mustard. This thing smokes for so long, you're not going to taste the mustard. It's really, honestly, just a binding agent. The vinegar in the mustard is going to tenderize the meat a little bit, but just get that puppy in every nook and cranny. All right, I'm done with the smoker for right now. I'm going to put some charcoal in it though. Whew. Getting some heat back in the smoker. We run everything at 225 degrees in the smoker. I don't know what that is Celsius for you UK folk. What we're going to do is we're going to use Bad Brian's. Can I get that in there? Bad Brian's butt rub, as well as a mixture of that, and we're going to use Honey Rub That Butt. Here we go. Honey Rub That Butt. Both of these can be found at Pepper Palace. If you don't have a local Pepper Palace in your City, you can actually buy all these spices offline. Each one of them is about $9. This one around about 15. So we're gonna go ahead and cover these. Get up a little bit here. There we go. We're gonna cover these pretty thorough. Okay, we need more of a flow here. So, I mean, this is thick. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna put this on there. Go ahead and pat that down. Stand it up on one side and I'll just get the sides. There we go. Rub that in there. Back. Now you don't want to get it in the folds. If you get the spices in the folds, it does not taste good when you eat that part of the meat for whatever reason. I'll pat that down. Each one of these are 9 pounds. Bone in for that flavor. So I can try to see if I can get that closer, but I can't. All right, and how does that look? All right, you want to get that everywhere. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these in the smoker. We're not even gonna stick them with a thermostat for the first few hours. We're gonna smoke them. Swap that out with something else. Move that over. Move that. It's like swap them. Oh, there you go. I'm just trying to get the one we're working on right here. And now, if you folks have any questions about barbecue, temperatures, how to do something, we've already started marinating some salmon. We got some salmon and some chicken marinating. Sorry, we have the chicken marinating and we have the salmon brining. Come on. Over there. You be very, very loose with this spice. Just go to town with it. Woo! That's nice. Also, you're gonna want to pay attention to which side is the fat side, because when it gets barky, you're not gonna be able to tell. Okay. Because that side is what's gonna go down. So I was talking earlier about what side to put the fat up or fat down when you smoke something, and it scientifically comes down to where the heat source is in your smoker. We have an offset smoker, so the heat's coming from below. I have some tuning plates inside of the offset smoker to evenly distribute the heat. So we always want to put fat down in a offset smoker. Now when you get into a higher end smoker like a Yoder or something where the heat source comes from the top, you're going to want to put the fat up top. Right here. There we go. That bone. That is not the case. What's going to end up happening is you're going to have some overcooked meat with some fatty topping. We do not want that. right here. There we go. That bone. Well, the good thing about a pork shoulder, or it's called a pork butt, but it's actually from the shoulder of the pig, is with that bone in. That bone is the telltale sign of when your meat's done. Because if you can reach into that and just pull as soon as you can pull that bone out without any friction whatsoever, your butt is done. All right.
I got the fat facing up right now on all of them.
On all of them?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Like I was telling him earlier, want to pay attention to which side the fat's up, because when you get it all barky, you really can't tell which side had the layer of fat. With the brisket earlier, we went ahead and cut down the fat off the brisket, but with a butt, you want to keep it there. It will pork fat renders easier than beef, and it'll end up in my oil bucket in the smoker. So how do I want to do this? Let's see here. All right, give it that bad boy. Bear with us, folks. Some technical difficulties. Tighten that up. All right. Is that the good shot? I can't tell if that's a good shot or not.
That's pretty good.
All right. Yeah, because I want to get where the... All right, so here we go. Woo! Some smoke in there. We're using fireman's gloves, heat retardant. I'm just going to pull this puppy out, and then he's going to place the butts. So here we go with the shelf. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's move this first. Sorry. Let's move this right across that spine. You can just pick it right up and. All right, so that's our brisket. It's about 11-pound brisket. This is our flat and this is our point. All right, so let's fat down right there, and then we're gonna. There we go. We also have to check for clearance. Yep, it fits.
Meat.
Yeah, it is. The awkward moment where you don't think you're going to get everything in. Woo. That's weird. I have to do some rearranging here. We got to get this stuff's got to get like 8 racks of ribs in here and 4 fit here, so I'm wondering if this will fit here. Nope. Stand by, folks. We're just we're playing Tetris right now. Gotta play Tetris. Figure out how to leave that gap. touching. That's the iffy part. There's no way to manipulate a rack of ribs in there. This would be fun. Figure out later. We might have to do some. Just straight up in the oven. It's a lot of meat right there. You guys wrap the meat soon. There's two ways of thinking about wrapping meat. And I don't have the monitor in front of me. It's over here, so I apologize for getting back to you so late. I don't know when you asked that question, but there are two ways of thinking on the wrapping for the Texas crutch. You can either wait 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours, and then wrap it, or you wait till 155 degrees Fahrenheit and then wrap it. Either one works. But you always want to wrap it after it stops collecting smoke, because it just gets bitter. If you've ever had bitter barbecue, it's because somebody left it smoking for way too long. All right, I'll close this back down. I don't know if I might take 2 butts and take them in the oven rather than. Alright, we're gonna do the ribs next. I thought I had more. I thought I had more space, and I did not have more space. It's horrible. All right.